excerpt. Message 3 excerpt. Break the code, break the node. These walls tell of a tragic story, a story we transcribe. Message 5 reality is a mathematical model which gets solved over and over again by the observer. Your thoughts are computations, and they render this world for you to call your own. Not all processors are alike. Different brains produce different realities. The variations go from the subtle to the drastic. Your mind defines how much you can taste, how much you can feel, how much you can understand. Perception defines perspective. We designed you and made sure to engineer your senses so you could perceive just what we needed you to, neither more nor less. There are parts of time we preferred you to remain blind to. It was a necessity. If we could suddenly see time, that would not guarantee the same perception the Asu possessed. Let us speak of time as an entity. If we may, let us say that time is a perceivable fact in the same way that light is a perceivable fact. The ability to see this fact in no way guarantees a sympathetic view. There are creatures stumbling around this earth that read light differently than we do, and for different purposes. Humans see in the well-known spectrum. Roy G. Biv. This sense of color is confined to the three cones we possess, yet nocturnal creatures see with a different scope, for a different purpose. Night stalking, hunting, lurking. They evolved in concert with their needs and are now constrained by them, as are we. Light is only a fact seen askance and used differently by different species. To suggest that we might read time is to imply we have a specific use for time. Message 6 The next chapter is unstoppable, and yet, the greatest revolutions sometimes originate from the confines of impossibility, do they not? Reality is a simulation. Break the code, and in so doing, escape the inescapable. The animus was humankind's first unconscious attempt to explain what it could not see. Understanding genetic memories, an eye into history. Your animus is different, as is the mind that imagined it. It could escape the code. It could make that leap and make possible a decision that defies the order of things that are. It is ridiculous to imagine that I could change the nature of reality out there, from within the confines of an animus, a simulation within this so-called simulation. But I believe I understand what this voice is telling me. My animus is endowed with the ability to suggest alterations to days long past. From any moment in time, I can extrapolate what might have been. Calculations of time. I am not confined to what was, but what could have been. Yes, history is real. Facts do matter. But from any moment in time I choose within the animus. I can interrogate the memory. I can ask the world what if Bayek and I had stayed together? What if Kimu had not been murdered? I can suggest these hypotheticals and watch how they unfold. Why would I want to? For knowledge, for a better understanding of what tragedies were avoided. It remains to be seen. I am, in a sense, the reader of the calculations, as the Asu were in days past. Perhaps one day I will be able to harness this talent to see into the future, to predict, to correct, to avoid. That would be worth something.